Welcome to Nizhny Novgorod for the pre-game press conference for the big final of the Basketball Champions League 2021 Final 8. We have with us the head coach and the captain of each of the two finalists. The press conference will be conducted in English, but we will allow towards the end questions in Turkish and Spanish. Please, your first questions will be in English, and you can ask questions if you join us on Zoom. If you join the press conference on Zoom, the accredited media can ask questions by raising their hands virtually, and they will be given the floor after the initial statements of the four participants. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for being here on the eve of a very big game for both of your teams. Let me welcome you first of all, one by one. On the left of the screen is Tony Taylor. Next to him is Pinar Karsiyaka, head coach of Fuksarica. On the other side of the trophy, we have with us Hereda and Pablo Burgos, head coach Joan Peñarroya. And last but not least, Burgos captain Vitor Benita. Welcome to all of you. We will start, Mr. Sarica, we will start with you. The first question that we have is a very general one for you. They say that in order to become the champion, you need to beat the champion. So Burgos are, of course, the reigning champions of the BCL. So is there something about them that you admire and you would want your team to have tomorrow?
Thank you. Yes, Burgos is the last champion. They are playing together as a real team. They have a great coach and they have many good players. Also, they can play with a lot of players. I respect them, but we are in good shape. Also, we played perfect last two games, offensively and defensively. Especially defensive parts was good. We stopped them both two games. Finally, we trust ourselves, and for sure we will do our best.
Thank you very much. Tony, let me come to you next. You arrived at Karsiyaka a couple of years ago from Virtus Bologna as the BCL champion. When you arrived in Izmir, did you take a look around at the club at the time and thought that you would find yourself in this position 2 years later to win one win away from becoming BCL champion again?
Well, thanks for the question, and yeah, that was the goal. That's definitely the goal. When we came together last year, it was to win championships and to be in this type of position. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and we've been working extremely hard for this. So I'm proud of my team, and we're just ready to play.
Thank you very much. We come next to Coach Joan Peñarroya. Coach, thank you for being with us. The first question for you is, Hall of Famer Rudi Tomljanovic said 25 years ago that you should never underestimate the heart of a champion. Is the heart that got you back to the final game, or hard work, consistency, something else?
Both. It's important, and my team have a hard head, but it's important our job, our work. It's not easy year for us. The last year is we achieved amazing results in the last 9 months for us, but the COVID situation 2 times in the last 7 months in my team, and recovery well. And I think we have players with experience. And we have players, they won try to win tomorrow game.
Thank you very much, Coach. Next, we go to Vitor Benita. Vitor, since it was essentially the same group of guys back in September in Athens, you can make direct comparisons. Do you feel like your level of confidence as a team, at least from the outside, it seems like that your level of confidence as a team is higher now than it was 9 months ago? Is that true? Do you feel the same way from inside?
Well, I think it's it's a really different situation right now, because I feel that the team, even in moments that we're not playing good, we have this amazing connection, know that we react during the game, and in the end, in important games like that, it's about playing 40 minutes at the same level, even when you make mistakes, when you're having trouble. And I think we show that. We show this connection, this effort in tough moments. And for me, this is the main thing. And I hope that I know that tomorrow we're going to have this same level of intensity. And whatever happens on making baskets or not, I think this energy can help us a lot to face an amazing team like Pinar.
Thank you, Vitor. We go back to Coach Sarica. Coach, you spoke the other day about how the club decided not to sign new players, despite what you went through with the COVID-19 pandemic. So most players on this team have basically been with you since last year. Why is this roster continuity so important to you, and what advantage do you think you get out of it?
Of course, it's a great advantage for me. First of all, we are like family. I like my all players with together. Everybody trust each other. Very important things. So we can play together. We like to play together, and everybody knows. All my players knows what I want them. So we played good. I hope we will play good tomorrow together.
Thank you very much. Tony, as the coach just said, you guys have his full confidence, but how much of that is enough against the Burgos backcourt that can pose a lot of challenges to you? Are you maybe a bit concerned that their style of play is something you're not very used to, and you might need to find some different resources to cope with them?
Burgos is a great team. They, like we've been talking about, they have a deep roster, so it's for sure going to be difficult to play against them, and we're going to have to play 40 plus minutes and play extremely intense and match their energy. But we all like to play together. We play for each other. We play for coach. We play for the city. So we're just really excited and ready.
Thank you. Coach Peñarroya, you played Jaciel Rivero yesterday about 30 minutes, but other than that, no player has played either in the quarterfinal or the semifinal. No player has played more than 25, maybe. Is this because the guys are a bit tired with the games you played in Spain in the last weeks, back-to-back games? Is there fatigue maybe? And do you manage based basically on maintaining the energy, or based on tactical questions in this final eight?
Tomorrow is the final. It's the final. No, all the players want to play in this game, and I think tomorrow we will have the good mentality. The most important things tomorrow is the small things, the small details. We will play with a great team, with a great coach, and the small details is the most important tomorrow. Sure, our mentality is perfect. Sure, we won't play a good game, and the last 1 month, the last 2 months, we have had a lot games. Duncan rested well. We have played with a COVID, but now, today, in this moment, the team is perfect.
Thank you very much, Coach. Vitor, if I understood correctly, the coach's answer, be prepared to play 40 minutes tomorrow, because it's the final. So, both in the semi-final and the quarterfinal, you guys played much better in the second half than you did in the first. Was this a question of adapting to what the opponent was doing, or was it a question of not being able to execute in the first half and then you had to?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think in the first game we had a little bit of anxiety, on because we're missing easy baskets, free throws, losing balls, and of course all the teams here they're gonna take advantage of that. I think it's a lot better to play the second half really well because it's the end of the game and you might win, but I hope. And like I saw from the coach handshake, it's really strong, so the game is gonna be tough tomorrow. And but in the end, I think it's basketball. You know, you're gonna have ups and downs, and I hope our ups are gonna be closer to the end of the game. If it's 40 minutes, perfect. But we know that it's tough to be like that.
Thank you. We'll take some questions from the floor before we go to the Zoom session.
Yeah, my question is to Tony. You had 2 seasons, 2 spells in Russia playing for Yenisei. Could you talk, please, about this experience and how much it helped you to grow as a player and be here as a BCL champion and finalist this year?
Playing in NSA is definitely difficult. You know, the travel is extremely difficult. But it definitely shaped me to be who I am today because it helped me to learn to adapt. And I feel like that I'm starting to adapt a lot better to all situations that I'm put in. And my main focus is just to win. And I believe I'm a winner. And that's all I strive to be.
Thank you, Tony. Next question from the floor, please.
Vitor, this one is for you. Karsiyaka weren't known as a hot three-point shooting team, but yet Sek Henry set a new record by hitting 7 of 7. They were shooting really good in the quarterfinals too. How are you going to prepare for that kind of a game by Karsiyaka?
Well, I think first, I mean, when a guy is like he was yesterday, hitting all the shots, it's really tough. I mean, even if you do a great defense, they have the talent to still make shots. I mean, to make these guys uncomfortable, we gotta have a great mindset and being focused on switches, on be on the target all the time, hands up, because in the end, it's all about trying to make it more difficult, you know. But they have the talent. We know they're gonna make. We know they're gonna score. They're gonna make a really tough game for us on offense, and I mean it's our coaches' job to make a good game plan so we can take these weapons that they have and at least minimize a little bit.
Thank you, Vitor. Next question, please.
Tony, this one's for you. We know you're an emotional guy. You set out most of the clutch minutes last night, but yet you were so excited for guys like Onur Albitim. Like one moment when he had a successful defense yesterday, you were up in his face, cheering him on. How much does it mean for you guys to have guys like Metecan Birsen and Onur Albitim stepping up at this stage?
It's extremely important, but this goes back to what Coach is saying. We're a family. So, you know, one guy does good, everybody's up. Everybody's excited. It doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter if it's the first play of the game. It doesn't matter if it's the last play of the game. It's just we just all believe in each other, and I'm grateful to have those guys. We all pick each other up when we're down, and we've been through so much as a team. So I think it's just great to have them. It's great to have them, and I'm grateful, and I'm just thankful for them. And we just gonna keep playing hard. That's what we do.
Thank you, Tony. We got a question for Coach Sarica from Diario de Burgos. Don't worry, Coach, it's a very easy one. In the regular season, you beat Bilbao, then you beat Zaragoza, of course. So the question from Diario de Burgos is if you think that Spanish teams suit you, if you think you play better against Spanish teams and you can win, you can beat them easily.
Of course not. Each game, difficult game, but you know, Spanish league and Spanish teams, very good teams. And tomorrow, it will be not easy to play against Burgos. We know this, but we can do it one more time against Spanish team. We will try. We will try tomorrow. We will do our best for sure.
Thank you. One more time is all you need. That's true. So next question is on Zoom. It's from Kemal Rutkay. Kemal, thank you for joining us. If I can please ask you to unmute your mic, and you're free to ask your question.
Thank you. I hope you don't have trouble hearing me.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
All right, all right. I'm going to ask the question for both coaches. Your players seem to be really energetic and fresh, even though we're now in the month of May. So how helpful was the formula BCL has applied this season to the overall physical and mental condition of the players? Coach Sarıca, you can go first. Yeah.
The question is for both coaches.
How can I explain? First, yes, they are very energetic team, but also we play with energy all the time. Especially defensive part, sometimes we use the different defense. And tomorrow, for sure, very important things. Energetic parts against Burgos. They can play inside. They can play with big mans. We must stop them tomorrow one more time with energy.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Peñarroya.
Yes. The most important tomorrow is to control the emotions. It's important for us. I have sure our energy is perfect will play tomorrow, and we need to play well in defense and in offense. It's a final, but it's another game, and the key for us is to play similar our two last games and play similar to last month. It's important, our philosophy, our rules, our normal situations.
Thank you, Coach. Kemal, did you have another question, maybe? Your mic and talk.
Yeah, I have a question in Turkish, but that's, I think, for the later part of the press conference.
Thank you. We'll get back to you in a while. So let's move next to Artem Komarov, who has a question on Zoom. Artem, can I please ask you to unmute your mic?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Yeah, my question is to both Tony and Vitor. Can you guys talk a little bit about the factor of the fans here in Nizhny Novgorod? Because both teams, Karsiyaka and Burgos, they have their fans here and they are very active. And I know it wasn't easy to bring them to Russia. And how important is their support here for you?
Thank you. Tony, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. The importance of our fans is extremely helpful for us. I mean, due to COVID, you know, it's been really difficult to even play at home because that's one of our biggest advantages in Karsiyaka is that our fan base is so wild and crazy and gives us that energy and gives us that feeling and gives us that emotion. So we love playing with our fans in the gym. So just to have some of our fans here and some of the board and just have people supporting us it means a lot. It means a lot that to know that everybody is still behind us, given the conditions, and that's why we're playing so hard.
Thank you, Tony. Vitor?
Well, I think Tony said everything. You know, we feel the same way. It's just amazing after more than a year to see people in the stands. You know, with our jerseys. In Russia, you know, it's a long way to come here. I know they're having fun because the bars here they're open, so they're enjoying, and but it's really good to see them helping us and supporting, and I hope we can give them and the whole city in Burgos tomorrow something to drink some vodka. Yeah.
Thank you, Vitor. I'm sure you will not take part in that vodka drinking. Next question is from Eduardo Sell. Eduardo, thank you for joining us. Can I please ask you to unmute your mic and you can go ahead and answer your question?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to focus the question. First of all, congratulate both teams for reaching this amazing final of this amazing competition with the that has brought us an amazing final eight. I just want to ask Coach Peñarroya and Vitor, you are the current champions. Do you think, or do you expect, do you hope that the experience of winning this amazing tournament is going to be an extra help for you tomorrow? And also, I want to know your thoughts about such a big prize money that it's on place, and how much this would help the team for building or continue building this team for the upcoming season and the upcoming games in the future.
I think Vitor is lobbying for some of that prize money.
Yeah, we have the experience in Atenas, but the coach Sarika or Tony Taylor, I think they have a lot of experience with me in this situation. No, I don't have bonus. You have bonus? No. It's not important. It's not important.
How does it help the security of the club? Rather than
yes, sure. Of course, sure. It's help for the club, and more in actual situation. The COVID situation is the crisis is very important for all the teams. The most important, our supporter, our fans, all the season. In your houses, no in the arena, in the Coliseum, is the worst news. But yes, tomorrow win 1 million euros is not bad. It's not bad, but I don't think in the money for us, for the players, the coaches. The most important is the title. The championship.
Thank you, Vitor. I don't think that prize money is for vodka, right? So, okay.
I mean, maybe some other stuff, but no. No, it's just the experience. It's I don't think it goes in the court that much because, like Joan said, I mean, they have experienced guys and they know how to play important games. In the end, it's who wants more. You know, I think we did once. Okay, that can give us a little bit of confidence, but we know that sports it's what happens in the present. So we're just focused on that. And about the money, if we get it, I mean, for the club, it's gonna help for sure. You know, we've been suffering, and all the teams they are with this situation. And if we can help with this, perfect. But in the end, it's looking for the victory and to make history for the city. This is the most important thing.
Thank you very much. We'll have one more round of questions in English, and then we can switch to Spanish and Turkish. Coach Sarica, starting with you. In the quarterfinal and the semifinal, your team showed us great three-point shooting. You showed us some great match-up zone defense, some stuff we didn't see before during the season. So the question is, do you have more flexibility up your sleeve, and what surprises do you have in store for tomorrow that we still haven't seen from your team? Can you reveal them here?
That's a real question. Yes, we played with very high percentage last two games. Especially Sek was great yesterday. We worked different defense at all the season, and we have some more plans about tomorrow. But you know, I can't say, as you understand.
Tell us a little bit.
Tomorrow we will play box and one
Okay,
for captain.
I think that's understandable. Tony, to you on next. A lot of people were saying that at the final 8, you guys have reached a new level of intensity. Towards the final games in the playoffs, you showed something similar. You showed the resources, but here maybe you took it to a next level. Were you maybe holding back during the first part of the season to scale new heights here, or was the question of the perfect timing as you arrived here?
I don't think anybody's holding back, but I think just at these moments, everybody just raised their level of focus, raised their level of intensity. You know, for every team this year, COVID was really difficult. So some games you would play with people with guys that you really need. Some games you wouldn't, and it was just a really difficult time. So it was a way we had to just figure out how to weather the storm, really. And I think we did a solid job, but coming here, we just knew, regardless of anything, we're going to be playing some great teams, and we got to raise our level of focus, raise our level of intensity, and just play as hard as we can. We got to leave it all out on the floor every single game, every single minute, and, you know, inshallah, we just keep it going.
Thank you, Tony. Coach Peñarroya, of course, we don't know what surprises Coach Saritza has for tomorrow, but you do know that Karsiyaka are a very physical team. From Tony at point guard to their centers, they're very physical, they're very strong. Maybe a bit different style to the one that you're used to in the Spanish leagues, especially. How can you cope with this? Because obviously you cannot become a more physical team from here until tomorrow. What can you?
But I know.
Okay, thank you. Vitor, last question in English is for you. Is there something that you know today that you didn't know maybe 9 months ago? And the experience of winning the BCL, winning the FIBA Intercontinental Cup has taught you something, has made you more, I don't know, see something, a specific aspect of these games in a different way?
I think a lot of stuff, you know, being alone in an apartment for 9 months without being able to go out and being most of my time with the guys in the team. I think we built, and most teams did, not only us, a relationship, you know, that it's amazing to stay after practice eating pizza, you know, drinking something and enjoying a little bit this after practice, just to stay more time with people, you know, with doing some social things. And I think this teaches all of us, you know, about this simple stuff that makes a difference not only in the court but outside of the court. And being able, I didn't know I was gonna be in Russia in May, that's for sure. And we're gonna be playing another final for this club. It's a really young club. It's just unbelievable. So we gotta just be really happy and try to just grab this opportunity that we have tomorrow.
Thank you, Vitor. We can now open the floor to questions in Spanish and Turkish. Again, please raise your hand virtually on Zoom if you want to ask a question in Spanish or Turkish. We will start with a Spanish question from Diario de Burgos, which is for Coach Peñarroya. Después de los cuartos de final y las semifinales, ¿dirías que la cuenta pendiente para mañana es tener regularidad los 40 minutos?
Yo me conformo con tener la misma regularidad que hemos tenido en el minuto 40. Perdón. Yo con tener la misma regularidad que hemos tenido en el minuto 40, en el último segundo, me conformo. Lo que no podemos pretender, ojalá, es dominar 40 minutos jugando una competición como la que estamos haciendo contra grandes equipos. Ojalá empecemos mejor, pero como se dice muchas veces, lo más importante no es cómo se empieza, sino cómo se acaba.
Correcto. So next question will be in Turkish from Kemal. Kemal, we're back to you. If you can please unmute your mic and ask your question.
Thank you. Hocam, Ufuk Hocam, arka arkaya 11 galibiyet alıp kulüp rekoru kırdığınız, işte üst üste 4-5 maç kaybedip baskı altına girdiğiniz dönemler oldu bu sezon. Covid, sakatlık, taraftarsızlık vesaire. Bu kadar iniş çıkışlı bir sezonu yönetmek diğer sezonlarla karşılaştırıldığında farklı mıydı veya ne kadar farklıydı?
Yani sonuçlardan bağımsız bu sezon çok zor bir sezon. Biz 2 defa takım olarak Covid'i yaşadık. Ve sen de biliyorsun çok fazla sayıda oyuncusu eksikken maç oynadık bu sezon. Ancak şunu söylemeliyim ki bir sürü ilki başardık. Yarın da zaten bir ilki başarmak için sahada olacağız. Dün de bir ilki başardık. Hem kulübümüz için, semtimiz için. Yani burada bir BCL'de final oynamak çok önemli bir şey. Ancak şunu söylemeliyim. Bu sene son özellikle o kaybettiğimiz dediğin 4-5 maçta biz açıkçası kendi durumumuzdan ötürü Türkiye Ligi'ndeki bazı maçları seçmek durumunda kaldık. Yani mesela bir Brindisi maçından önce Fenerbahçe maçını genç takımımızla oynamak zorunda kaldık. Çünkü orada bir erteleme de yapılamadı. Aynı şekilde yine Galatasaray ve diğer Türkiye Ligi'nde oynadığımız maçları oyuncularımızı koruyabilmek için, buraya gelebilmek için o şekilde oynamak zorunda kaldık. Ama bugün aldığımız kararlarla ne kadar doğru bir yerde olduğumuzu görüyoruz. Bundan dolayı da ben mutluluğumu dile getirmek istiyorum ama çok zor bir sezon olduğu kesin.
Thank you, Coach. We got one more question in Turkish and one more in Spanish. First, the Turkish one is from Bugra Uzar. Bugra, can I please ask you to unmute your mic and you can go ahead and ask your question.
Herkese merhaba. Koç, size 2 sorum olacak. Ufuk Hocam, size sorum olacak yani. Öncelikle siz zaten Türk basketboluna damga vurmuş antrenörlerden bir tanesisiniz. Ama yarın da Avrupa'da bir kupa kazanarak bunu taçlandırma imkanına sahipsiniz. Bu size nasıl hissettiriyor? İkinci sorum da bu sezonki takım biraz önce bahsettiğiniz gibi çok zorluklar yaşadı ama yüreğiyle sizin aldığınız kararlarla bunların altından kalkmayı başardı. Bu sezonki takımla şampiyon olduğunuz takımın yüreği konusunda nasıl bir kıyaslama yapmak istersiniz? Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkürler. Yani bir kere yarın hem Türk basketbolu için hem bizim kulübümüz için, kendim için, bütün oyuncularımız için önemli bir gün, büyük bir gün. İnşallah bunu başarırız. Ben oyuncuyken Avrupa şampiyonluğu tatmıştım Efes Pilsen'le. Umuyorum koçken de Euro Challenge'da 2012'de kaybettik. Geçen sene yarım kaldı. Bu üçüncüde inşallah koç olarak da bu title'ı kazanırım. Hep beraber kazanırız. Bunu da hak ettiğimizi düşünüyorum. İnşallah başarırız. İkinci soruya gelince şampiyon olduğumuz takıma benzetiyorum. O takımı da biz zaten arka arkaya 2-3 sene koruyup üstüne eklemeler yapmıştık. Bir kere karakter olarak çok iyi insanlarla beraber çalışıyorum, oyuncularla beraber çalışıyorum. Hata yapabilirler ancak sahadaki yürekleri, sahadaki cesur duruşları benim hep istediğim oyuncu modeli ve takım modeli. Biz sonuçta birbirimize inanıyoruz, yarın da en iyisini yapmaya çalışacağız.
Thank you, Coach. The last question will be in Spanish from Kiko Martín. Kiko, adelante.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal a todos? Buenas, Joan, buenas, Víctor. Lo primero, decir a Joan que si no tiene un bonus este año por ganar la BCL, tenemos que hablar seriamente con su agente porque puede ganar 2. Y segundo, quería preguntarle si de lo que más orgulloso está de su equipo es de la capacidad que han tenido durante esta temporada de encontrar soluciones cuando parecía que no habían, ¿no? Cuando llegabas al más allá, a lo más complicado después de diferentes casos de COVID, de tener que afrontar una competición como esta con un roster diferente al que clasificó el equipo y de multitud de situaciones que seguro que él sabe mejor que nosotros. ¿Cómo se entrena eso y si es lo que más le ha hecho sentir orgullo de su equipo? Gracias y suerte.
Gracias. En nuestro deporte lo más importante son los jugadores. Nosotros estamos, los entrenadores, estamos aquí para ayudarles. Y este año pues tengo la suerte de que, al margen de que me encuentro con un grupo de jugadores con talento, con experiencia, me encuentro con un grupo que afronta muy bien pues todas las problemáticas que acostumbran a pasar en un año normal, porque los años siempre tienen buenos y malos momentos, pero en un año como este especial con el tema del COVID, pues afrontar como lo hemos hecho pues los dos brotes que hemos tenido en el equipo de COVID y de la manera que lo han hecho, pues eso te hace sentir muy satisfecho, te hace sentir muy orgulloso y te hace tener mucha seguridad en que una de las cosas importantes en el deporte profesional y en la vida no es superar o saber afrontar las adversidades, y este equipo está demostrando este año que le han ido muy bien las cosas, pero que no todo le ha ido bien y ha tenido que superar muchos malos momentos sin poner una mala cara, sin poner excusas y siempre teniendo una idea clara de lo que queríamos, y pues con esa idea, con esa mentalidad, mañana volvemos a jugar una final.
Thank you very much, Coach. Thank you, gentlemen. This concludes the pre-game press conference for tomorrow's final. Best of luck to both of you, and one of you will take the cup home. Thank you for coming. Good night.